How to learn something quickly. There are a lot of advantages to learning things quickly in life. You just don't take as much time to level up to speed, to get closer to mastery. To be able to learn something good enough to be able to go and execute is a great, fun thing. It also means you can move on to the next thing to learn pretty quickly too. But how do you do that? Well, I've been learning the art of podcasting recently. I had a podcast a few years ago, but now I'm going to do an interview. I'm doing an interview-based show. And so I've gotten really interested in learning this very quickly so I can launch in the month of September. So here are 3 ways you can learn something very quickly. Number 1 is to study the best. With Google, with the internet, you can pretty much find someone that's achieved a very high level of mastery in pretty much any topic, including podcasting. There are a lot of podcasts out there, a lot of people doing it. I picked some of my favorites and have really broken down their process and observed what they're doing, and it's accelerated my learning. Number 2 is to do it, to learn in short increments. Our brain isn't really able to absorb tons of information at one time. What it takes is lots of short increments. So I've got different parts of my day blocked out where I spend a few minutes on a certain part of what I'm trying to learn. Like in this case, podcasting, I might be learning about how it's structured, about podcast hosting, about structuring the questions and finding great guests and things like that. But I don't do it all at one time. In a marathon learning session, I break it up throughout the day in short increments to really intersperse between the other activities that I'm learning. The third thing is just to take action. We learn most quickly when we're taking action and making mistakes and whatnot. I've already done several interviews, and not surprisingly, the interviews I've done more recently, I believe, are a little bit better than the ones I did earlier, meaning that I'm getting better and I'm learning along the way. So just to recap, number 1, study from the best, learn from the best. Number 2 is to break it up into short increments in terms of what you're learning. And then 3, take action.